Hello and welcome back to another edition of Raw Out of 10 right here on the Wrestle Debate. A huge show today, the go home show for Survivor Series and two title matches, one for the WWE Championship and one for the Raw Tag Team Championship. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. The show kicked off with the number one contender for the WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre, and he said that he was thankful for a lot of things and that he was confident he would win the championship. He addressed the doubters and that Roman Reigns was deluded that he think he could walk all over him. Randy came out and said he was too thankful that all the fights and suspensions over the year have not ruined his career and that he was going to beat Drew. Drew walked off before The Miz came out. Drew invited The Miz and Morrison to a warm-up match. The Miz ran away, and that was the end of the segment. I'm not going to grade it, it's probably too short to grade, and also I'll grade the whole Drew Randy stuff later. I'm going to approach Baszler and Nia and says she books a match with three of them against Asuka, Mandy and Dana, and we went straight into that match. Lana was about to start the match before Shayna came in. Baszler took cheap shots at Asuka and Rose and was on top early on. Nia tagged in and they continued pretty much dominating. They had Nia in a really bad position before Lana tagged in, was dominating Asuka and then quickly got locked in the Karafuda clutch, and that was that. Asuka lost, she went through the table again and it was very sad, so I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. AJ Styles told the Raw men's team to get together because they were all still fighting before Dana Brooke was attacked by Retribution. Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss were backstage at the Firefly Funhouse, and Wyatt said he was going to destroy The Miz later when they fight. And yeah, it was just one of those promos before the Hurt Business came out, and we eventually got the New Day versus the Hurt Business. Cedric and Kofi kicked us off. Cedric got the early advantage before Woods was eventually tagged in. Woods was eventually grounded before Kofi got the tag and hit a big DDT from the top and tagged in Woods, who wiped out both opponents. Shelton got the angle slam when he tagged in, but Kofi kicked out. Kofi countered the lumbar check and tagged in Woods to hit the daybreak to retain the Raw Tag Team titles. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Really good match and probably the right result. Famous wished Drew McIntyre good luck for later on before Retribution said they wanted every single Raw team to lose. Bit weird. Before we got Keith Lee, Sheamus, Riddle and Strowman versus Retribution. Riddle kicked things off and Slapjack was in trouble early on before T-Bar came in. Ali eventually got the tag in and was dominating Riddle. T-Bar tagged in, so did Mace, and they were all, well, just destroying each other really. Before Lee eventually got in and wiped out all four members of Retribution. Strowman and Sheamus chased down Ali's crew, but when Lee was about to finish it, Sheamus forced the tag, but Strowman stole the tag, and Riddle ended up as legal man while Strowman distracted him, allowing Ali to roll him up and get the pin. And I didn't see this coming, but what a huge win this is for Retribution, and maybe it's the start of something happening for them, please. 6.75 out of 10. Nikki wanted to save Alexa from the Fiend, and Jeff Hardy was still angry at Elias. Can we end this feud now? Thank you very much. Before The Miz was out to try and call his match with Bray Wyatt off, Alexa Bliss came out and said that she says no. Nikki Cross came out before Alexa.
I don't know that one.
Cheers, Alexa. Anyway, Nikki Cross came out and Bliss, not Alexa, said that she doesn't want to be friends with her. Before we did get Bray Wyatt versus The Miz eventually, Wyatt held out his hand and said that he'll forgive him, but Miz kicked it away. Morrison hit a cheap shot on Wyatt, making him angrier. Wyatt was then basically dominating and hit Sister Abigail's. Morrison sent Alexa to the barricade. Wyatt was concerned, quickly put The Miz away. After the match, Alexa climbed over the barricades and joined The Miz. And that was the end of the segment. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Bit weird, but it was okay, I suppose. Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce are now in the Raw team for some reason because they got slightly injured. Never mind. Before Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler tried to talk strategy with them before they all got in a bit of an angry fight, and yeah, the team's just a bit of a disaster, what can you say? And then it was WWE Championship time. Drew McIntyre was out in his old ring gear, Sheamus handed him, and Orton tried to run away with his title before the match started. Back after the break, Randy went after Drew with a steel chair before Drew managed to get on top pretty quickly and dropped Randy on the deck, but missed a Claymore, allowing Randy to set up a table at ringside. McIntyre hit a net breaker following the distraction, and Randy was going to go for the RKO to finish it before Drew sent him through the table and hit a huge Claymore for the 1, 2, 3 and new WWE champion. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. What a match to finish Raw, but I do have my doubts over this is the right result. I do think a loss against Roman will harm him quite badly, so yeah. This week, Raw gets a 6.75 out of 10 from me. A really good show this week. Some great matches, the main event, the tag team match, Bray Wyatt v Miz, loads of good stuff on this Raw. Can we just have this quality Raw every week, because it's just head and shoulders above everything we've seen recently. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace!